Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh.
I made the donuts.
We make them at least twice every day.
Time to make the donuts.
Not a few kinds, like supermarket.
Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts.
But up to 52 varieties.
The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this Thursday. There it is. Thirsty Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman, headed to not do my appointed rounds, but headed to manage other people doing their appointed rounds. Yes. Having fun today in the rain, but it's not supposed to rain all day, I don't believe. The Fightin' Phils game last night got postponed. I believe it's a doubleheader today. Put it in the comments. I didn't get a chance to look. Why? Why, you ask? Well, I knew it was going to get postponed by the sounds of the rain out my window as I was live streaming last night. And we had a great spirited live stream. We did. And I appreciate Philly 500 coming in. I appreciate the kind words, brother. Yes, we are from the same area. Philly left and went to L.A., Los Angeles, California. Or I don't know. He's not in Los Angeles, but he's in California. And I stayed. I stayed in South Jersey, right over the bridge. Little township action. Williamstown here, but we're kind of right next to each other. My sister lives in township. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Philly. I try and keep it real. Definitely do not kiss ass. I will tell you when I believe somebody's wrong, and I will support the Cowboys always and forever, but always and... Come on, little squirrel. Come on, little squirrel. Come on, a little squirrely. Come on. I will always support always and forever. Man, my tone is off. No liquid gold in me. I'm going to stop through the drive-thru with Dunkin's and see if Big Dick Mitch is there to give me my liquid gold. He hasn't been working, so I don't know if Big Dick Mitch has found other ways to earn a living. I don't know, but stay tuned on that. But great live stream last night. We had a bunch of people. I like it when this happens. We did bring Leo in at the end. Again, Leo likes to talk, so we can't have him in the whole show. We have him in at the very end to close it out because he doesn't breathe. Between him and Momo, put him and Momo on the show, there won't be a pause ever. But it was fun for a little over 2 hours. I was trying to get out of there, but my guys were like, hell nah, we talking tonight. So it was fun. Check it out. Maybe I'll put the link at the bottom of this when I'm done. I will do that. Go check out the live stream last night. Wow, a lot of traffic here. A lot of traffic. One thing I didn't say about the Birds yesterday, they finally signed their fifth round, I think. He was drafted right after Dallas drafted Johnny Cornelius out of Oregon. The Eagles drafted Cam Williams, who I was thinking would be a pick for the Cowboys. They chose to go with Cornelius out of Oregon. Position flex, different type of blocker, fits their scheme better. So they say. I don't know what to be the truth, but he's in the fold. But there's a guy out there. He won't fit with the Cowboys. There's a guy out there. I'm always trying to find the Eagles a defensive end. And I know you think you're loaded. You don't have a hole in your defense. I mean, there's nothing. It's the perfect squad until it starts to go south. And then we say, wow, how come nobody called that out? Just remember I said it. But anyway, or not. Or throw it in my face like you guys like to do. No, but on a serious note, how about Von Miller? How about Von Miller as a situational pass rusher for the Eagles? Probably won't be that much. He was cut. in March and still hasn't been signed up. We never did get to it. This next, because Phil keeps saying June 1st, wave of cuts. Again, if there was guys that were going to be cut, you could cut them anytime after. I understand waiting, for the draft to see what you draft. I totally get that. Wait till after the draft to see what you've drafted or not. Then you start looking at your big prices on your salary cap. Dallas has a few that we could discuss, but June 1st isn't really what it used to be. Listen, you could have cut them a month ago, right? You could have cut them 2 months ago. Let's be honest. And designate that player a post-June 1st cut. There were a lot of that. So, don't hold your breath that there's going to be too many great players cut June 1st. You have a chance of making a trade for less than you might normally with said player who's on the bubble. More likely, you'll have that player be cut in training camp. So you're going to wait. You're going to wait till August, the middle of August, the end of August. Shit, like Dallas did with Lawson last year. Carl Lawson, they brought in Carl Lawson, Muhammad, and put in the comments another defensive end. And they ended up signing all three of them at one point or another. Muhammad came and went, but Lawson was the keeper, and Lawson is still not signed. Lawson had more sacks than Dorrance Armstrong. Yes, Commando fans, I understand it. Only when it comes to the Cowboys are sacks not really important. I get it. Everybody else, wow, he's a double-digit sack guy. Dallas, sacks. Come on now, there's more than football than sacks. You got to stop the run. I get it. Not necessarily from the defensive end position. I'll disagree with most of you on that. I need to stop the run from my linebackers flowing the ball and my D tackles. That's where the run, not defensive end. I'll fight you on that hill. So, sorry, I will. But, Von Miller is out there to go with anybody, and I expect the Commandos to possibly be looking for edge rusher. I do. Expect the Carl Lawson or somebody to go to the Commandos. I believe the Commandos defense needs help. I do. I think they're not very good. Sorry, Momo. I don't think your defense is very good. I think with the firepower that Cowboys have this year, I don't know that you're beating them. Now, I think the only chance you do have to beat them is Dallas got screwed again. They got to go on Christmas Day on the road to the sewage tank in Landover, Maryland. They got to go to whatever. It used to be FedEx. Who the hell knows? Put in the comments. What's the Commando field called now? I don't know. Raw Sewage Way? I don't know what it's called, but Dallas has to go to the Commandos on Christmas Day. It's a noon game. I think noon. I don't know if it's noon Dallas time, 1 o'clock our time, or noon Eastern. I would say probably 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Dallas time, but I don't know. It may be noon. Wake up, have all the kiddies open up their gifts, even though my kids, they're a little older, but still get gifts. We still get them gifts. You can always use stuff. Never have enough underwears and socks, you know what I'm saying? Let's go, Big Dick. Oh, sorry. Let's go, Mitch. What are we waiting on? All right, I'm going to show you this. Look at what I'm looking at here. It's a row. It's a row. It's a row of vehicles trying to get some Dunkins. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Looks on my shit. I mean, what are we doing? What are we getting? 9 dozen donuts? Go inside for that shit. You know what? I'm done with this place. If I didn't already pay for it, I'm sorry. I'm going to be late to work. I'll be working till 3 now because I could sit in traffic. Sorry, I'm not trying to be upset, everybody, but this is ridiculous. We got a dude playing knuckle shuffle at the counter in there trying to glaze his donuts. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. Or was I? Anyway, what's the sense of our getting stressed out about it? I need two liquid golds. Stat. This is bullshit. Where were you? Where was I? I was in line for the liquid gold. Anyway, some of the cut candidates for Dallas that I think is a possibility. I don't believe there are plenty of guys. I think the most obvious guy, you're going to save $4.5 million, is Damone Clark. Now, this coaching staff may like him, but just remember, $5 million for a linebacker who's good. And he's a bigger guy. I think they're keeping Damone Clark for the time being to see how he fits in Eberflus's scheme, right? I think that's what's going on. It's all about the Eberflus. But Damone Clark, you save 5 there. Obviously, you can save nice amount of money, close to 5, 7 mil. You can save $7 million if you post Donovan Wilson. They post you one cut. Again, I don't know why you would want to do that. Malik Hooker, I don't think he's going to get cut. He's a steady Eddie, but Wanye Thomas will be the free safety of the future, in my opinion. And it may happen this offseason. I don't know. I think Eberflus is going to be honest and he picked the better player. So, we have some, obviously Terrence Steele is not going anywhere, everybody. I think our offensive line is going to be a bright spot this year, especially our 3 interior guys with Tyler Smith at left guard, a Cooper Beebe, and Tyler Booker. They're young. I get it. Tyler Smith is all-pro already. He's a Pro Bowl machine. So I think that's the strength of your team. You still have to be able to run to the outside at times. I think Terrence Steele, a year removed from the injury, who was a Pro Bowler, I believe, El Boogie, I believe he was Terrence Steele did make the Pro Bowl right before. What are we doing? Hon, what are you doing? What is she driving? She's driving a Kia. And it looks like she's placing an order. Make her come inside. Listen, honey. She's literally ordering, and she's ordering what kind of donut she wants. I know I do the same thing, but I'll go inside and say, give me 2 of those, give me 2 of those, give me 2 of those, and give me 2 of those. You get 12, but you get the point. Listen. This is supposed to be a relaxing time. Relaxing, not stressful. Trying to pick up a pay. I should have went inside and said, yeah, I placed a mobile order, but we got a bunch of Karens ordering 2 dozen donuts, 1 of each kind. Who are you kidding, hon? Don't go with the carb. Now she's ordering low carb shit. You just ordered a dozen donuts. Maybe she's taking it to work. Hey, how are you? I have a mobile order for Brian.
Pick it up, Brian.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No Big Dick Mitch? Where is he? Fucking Big Dick Mitch is out. He was pissing in somebody else's pond is what was going on there. Where was I? Yeah. Terrence Steele, I believe, was a Pro Bowl. I like Terrence Steele. Again, he can be had. But if you're running the ball, I believe he's pretty good in the run game when healthy. We all know what the question mark is, and he looks beefed up as far as muscle. Tyler Guyton looks to be the part. Now it's a matter of, is he ready to go up here, and is he really ready to go? That's going to be the key. If not, look for Asim Richards to slide into the left tackle. at times. Hopefully Asim can stay healthy. Last year he had the injury bug. That's where I'm at. If you want to be successful, run the ball. Keep the power offenses on the sideline for the other teams. You want to keep the game close and possibly win in Philly? Run the damn football. I mean, it's going to be hard. Banner night, it's going to be hard. I can see the chat now. You ain't running the football. Yeah, okay. All right, El Boogie. I'm not. Oh, where were you, El Boogie? Where were you last night? We streamed for over 2 hours. I was welcoming you in, and you were a no-show. You worked. Come on, El Boogie. Support, brother. Come. There was a lot of Eagle fans. Philly 500 was in town last night on the chat. Come on, man. You guys were loving it last night. You were kumbaya on it. Don't worry. We're going to have our time, El Boogie. But, and of course, everybody wants to talk about Mozzie Smith. Everybody wants to talk about Mozzie, and he stinks. And okay, he's a bottom of the round guy. They took a chance. He's not very good. I got news for you. I don't believe Dallas is done with the D tackle position, and Mozzie Smith is going to have to compete for his job for the first time ever. Matt Eberflus ain't handing shit over. He ain't handing shit over. Come on, hon, go in and Jesus Christ. Order in. This is the longest drive-through I've ever seen. This is what happens when I'm late. This is what happens. If I'm here 15 minutes earlier, I'm cooking with gas. She's getting 1,000 items. Take your shit and go. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Appreciate it.
mobile order?
Yeah, it's a mobile order for Brian. That's a little big. Pause. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's not Big Dick Mitch. Look, this lady's sitting here going through her order. What a money shot, baby. Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about the. She's a mess. She's a mess. Mamas, don't let your wives go out to get Dunkins. We got a gun, this bitch. I'm dropping the hammer. No, you're not. What movie? Anyway, so yeah, I'm all over the place this morning. I'm all over. Circling back, right, for our final stretch. We're sitting here 98 days away from Eagles versus the Cowboys at the link. We're going into the belly of the beast. And if we're looking at it, right, we're already hearing, of course we are. Of course we're already hearing this. We're already hearing that in OTAs, mind you, no pads, right? Nothing. That, and I'm excited about it, but, we got to take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about it because there's not much to talk about. George Pickens fits in perfectly with CD. They are cooking at OTAs. They are cooking at OTAs. It's a kumbaya moment right now until somebody doesn't get enough balls thrown their way, and then it's going to be like, for who? For what? Or not, is it for who? We don't push-ups in the driveway. I can see CD doing push-ups in the driveway. You don't want me, trade me. You're not going to use me, trade my ass. I can see it now. But so far, so good, my fellow Cowboy fans. The Pickens is a beast. He is. That's just the bottom line. He's a friggin' beast. All you trolls, he's going to have the best quarterback throwing in the ball that he's had since he's been in the league. I'm excited about George Pickens. maybe for 1 year. If he's that good, I think they'll find a way to keep him. Dallas will not let a stud wide receiver leave the building, which is probably why they're not really, after they extend Micah, they're going to have close to $50 million under the cap still. And Tyler Smith needs to be re-upped. You know what I'm saying? So those are the two big ones. Deron Bland, obviously. So those are the big three. Who's the odd man out? You know? So they have work to do, but still, money is not an option, everybody. They have an opportunity to bring back anybody they want to bring back. I think this year is going to be a telltale for a Deron Bland. I think if Deron Bland has an all-pro season or a Pro Bowl season, he's probably gone. I think the only scenario that Bland stays, and Ultra disagrees, which is cool. I get it. Ultra Cowboy, very knowledgeable Cowboy fan, he will disagree here. He thinks we're keeping Bland and Diggs is gone. I kind of think Diggs might be the long term. Even though I said Wanye, I think Wanye, this is a big year for Wanye Thomas in a new system. And I think you may see, because they have a lot of money still to pay Trayvon Diggs, that he may slide into the safety role. You may see Donovan Wilson be cut and Malik Hooker, and now you're saving almost $10 million right there. Bang. So there's going to be ways to move on from players, and that's just what the NFL is, people. But I don't know, Deron Bland, Tyler Smith ain't going nowhere. We know Mike is getting re-signed. George Pickens. I find it hard to believe that George Pickens is going to have a huge year yet not be re-signed. I have a serious issue with that. I think Dallas won't let him go. They won't. So I believe Dallas can still franchise him, right? I believe they can. Am I right about that? I don't know that. Are they able to franchise him next year? He wasn't a first-round pick, so they should be able to franchise him. I believe so. So, the worst-case scenario, they can franchise him. I mean, that doesn't help anybody out, but if he has that big a year, he's not leaving anywhere. He's not. So, everybody who thinks he is, he's not. He's not going anywhere. So, and as I wrap up, listen, here's the deal. The issues that we're going to have at the start of the season is D-tackle and corner. It's not an issue, but I'll be honest about my team. Those are the areas that need to develop before the season starts. Before we go into the link, if we have a chance of being successful, we need to stop the run against the Eagles. Okay? We do. We're going to have to be able to stop the run. If Jay Toia is a hit, like we're hearing Leo Bridgewater last night says Ty Robinson is a hit, well, if Jay Toia, like Ty Robinson, is a hit, if he could be a hit, why can't our guy get hit? Clear! Like a glove. Let me know in the comments what you think. Talk to you later. I'll try and do a lunchtime chat when I get home. Stay tuned.
This is a lot easier if you just lay back. He's resisting me. Pills. Okay. Pills are good. Pills are good. How you go, big guy? Better? You want some ketchup and mustard?